Hello and welcome back to House Flipper 2. I'm Midas Designs, and today I have Báthory Castle. Now, I completely forgot to do a recording on my Monster Mansion contest house. I don't know what caused me to forget about it, but yeah, so here it is. This is what I built for the Monster Mansion contest. They've already announced the winners. Obviously, I didn't win, which is fine. I just had a lot of fun doing this. This is just really outside the norm for me, but I had a blast with this place. So this is Báthory Castle. It is the in the little story that you have to give, this is the home of the Countess Elizabeth Báthory. She was noted in history as, or at least suspected in history as being a serial killer who killed her slaves and bathed in their blood. And the lore around it was that she was a vampire. So I took that lore and ran with it and said, this is her now into the future. She was a fairly, at least according to stories, if we're rumors to believe, is that she was fairly vain. So I wanted it to be something that's a little bit more high fashion, mixing modern together with Gothic, and just coming up with something very unique, centered around grayscale colors and pink, bright, bold pink, which you see from the house. And you can even see, like, my ideal here, just looking at it from here, the pink wedges, the pink pieces that are coming out around it, that's my modern take on the flying buttresses for a Gothic home. And I thought it all looked really cool. It really came out as exactly the way I wanted it. Now, as part of the story, the Countess is away, visiting her homeland. And while she's away, the servants are working on setting up for Halloween. And we are, House Flipper TV, invited to come in and tour this home. So that was the story that I went with anyway. So you can see my lovely, well-manicured garden here in the city. And the servants are setting up for Halloween. Again, keeping with that pink vibe. One of them's going to be dressing up as a witch, and they've got their little broom back here. I don't know, thought it was kind of cute. And then, obviously, the pumpkins. Before we go inside, let's take a look around the outside here, because I think this is really neat. So, just all the different architectural elements. You can even see these are all triangle wedges, you know. It's all to give you this kind of flair of pointing toward the entrance. And then as you kind of get closer, you can see a little bit of a different take on it. It also helps to shield some of that morning light from coming into the house. As a vampire, you know, obviously she needs it kind of darker. But I didn't want to remove windows because Gothic homes tend to have, you know, windows. Yeah, so big, huge architectural elements all around. Keep moving through our manicured garden. On the back side here is, you can see it's a different element. There's not the pink, it's a little bit darker. That's the add-on for the servant area, servant quarters. And then, yeah, the entrance for the servants is on the back side, but we'll go there later. So let's try not to get stuck and run back up here. And then on this side here, you can see the big, huge tower. And you can see just all of the little elements that go into this place everywhere, all the way up, all the way around, the different colors and designs and such for the entire tower. Had a lot of fun doing this. Thankfully, with something like Gothic, it's a lot of, once you decide a pattern, it's a rinse and repeat. So there's not a whole lot of thinking required for something like that. And then this cool little clawed entranceway here leading up to us going inside. So let's pop up inside. Right away, we're faced with some artwork. Like I said, I wanted to keep this modern Gothic kind of ideal and really playing up the idea that she is high fashion. So the grayscales and pinks. Alright, let's close the doors here. Yeah, very cool entrance. That is a grand entrance if I say so myself, which I do. I'm going to turn on some more lights. Gotta find them. There we go. Alright, so down this hallway, as you can see, we got more of the claws and stuff kind of working our way around. We've got an area here where we can hang up our closets, our coats and shoes, and sit down if you need to. And then in here we've got a bathroom with the damask print on it. Again, just keeping it all within that same kind of tone. And then back up there is stairs going up to the second floor, which we'll go up later. I'm going to be turning lights on and off around as I walk around, just because the game will have problems when you turn on too many lights. Alright, so popping in here, this is the foot of the tower. And inside here, just got chairs. I got a nice little heartthrob book there. You know, The Witcher. And then we got our Holy Grail there, Pride and Prejudice, and then some manuscripts, all properly lit up the way I wanted it to. Alright, so let's pop down here. Alright, so now this is the hallway. Taking us down, if you're going to have a Gothic house, you gotta have a big hallway. And you gotta have old portraits. So this is Elizabeth Báthory. These are real portraits of her. I got a couple of them up here on the wall. Then I started putting in some random people, and then some artwork that she would have collected over the years. Putting it all up there in the hallway. Very cool hallway though. I really like this. And then obviously the curtains and drapes during the day would normally be closed, but because, you know, the Countess is away, we have them all opened up. So like I said, back in here is the servant quarters. Actually, let's go in there next. Turn the light on. So obviously a totally different design. There's actually a kitchen in here, whereas the main house does not have a kitchen. The Countess doesn't really eat normal food. Yeah, just a nice simple kitchen, little dining room table. Stocked the fridge with all the elixirs and, you know, the red stuff that the Countess needs. Got to keep the servants running, so plenty of coffee. And then they have their washer and dryer out here to keep everything clean and get out those nasty red stains. And then they've got a desk here to maintain the books on behalf of the Countess. And then they have their own little entranceway back here. In here is their bathroom. Again, just keeping it simple. Nothing too complex. It's for the servants, not for the Countess. And then they have a bunk room in here. There we go. So they got a nice little bunk room so they can sleep on the premise. We'll explore the outside a little bit later, so we're just gonna turn these lights off here. Alright, so let's close up the doors here. So back here, we have kind of the entrance hallway to the main hallway for the Countess. Put a bunch of books here, little knickknacks and whatnot. Very, very cool place down here. And then if we pop in here, this is the Great Hall for the Countess Elizabeth Báthory. We've got big, huge windows on this side, chairs for all of her subordinates, plenty of table room to host a party. If anybody acts up, we got a little bit of fire down below. Keeps the room naturally heated as well. Some tapestries, modern designs. And then obviously her throne up here. Every good Countess needs an epic throne. And her picture right above the throne. Absolutely gorgeous picture. And then looking out amongst my subjects, we can take a look. Very cool design. I really enjoyed making this room. So many little knickknacks, from the way the ceiling is done to the beams, the lighting, just all really came together. Really like this one. Let's turn off these lights here. Let's turn off that light, and yeah, we don't need the hallway line on again. It's really cool actually to see with just the natural light flooding in. I don't know, really neat. Very cool hallway. All right, so let's go upstairs. I'm gonna turn this light off, and we'll turn this light. Whoops, not the same light. Turn that off. There we go. Now we'll turn this light on. There we go. All right, so we got stairs going up, and up top here. Just get some lights on. There we go. All right, so we got a little bit of a piano room. Somebody can play and serenade some people sitting down. Again, big, huge piano. I wish the grand pianos would open up, but it is what it is. And we have some lovely artwork and paintings and such on the wall. I would imagine that's what the Countess looks like a little bit more closer to today. And then, whoops, back in here we have the tower. So we got a seating area down here at the bottom. And if we look up, we can work our way up the tower. And right now there's just a chair up here at the very top, just to relax, and then a little broom there that one of the servants left. But I just wanted to give you an idea of, you know, kind of like the rounded edges and just the way this whole ceiling looks. And then with the light fixtures going down. Very cool. Had a lot of fun with this tower. Not the biggest of towers, but man, it works. All right, so let's flip that light off. Outside we have, this is sitting above the entryway. So just a little park bench here and chair, sit down. Again, this would be something you would do at night. You know, we wouldn't do this during the day, right? Alright, let's close that. Nope, I need that light on. There's so many light switches everywhere. Should have labeled them all. Alright, so this is the master bedroom. We'll hit that last, or next, or after this, we'll head down this hallway. So, big spooky hallway. Let's turn the light on. Alright. So, every good countess needs a place where she can have guests stay. So, we did the guest room. Oh, that's the wrong light. There it is. There we go. So this is the guest room. They can obviously be in the sunlight with the big huge sunroofs. Again, very cool design, just being really weird and modern and edgy. And then keeping with the same color pattern throughout. Big huge wardrobe. Even a little desk with a typewriter here. Take some notes on what you've seen. I'm sure she has writers come in and, you know, to talk about her. And then they've got their own bathroom here. Not adjoining, we left in the hallway, but, you know, it's got the full bathroom, shower, toilet, sink, and then the big huge window looking out with a curtain too if you need privacy. Alright, so let's see here. Let's head back down the hall. Whee. There we go. Alright, let's turn that light off, turn this light on. There we go. So heading up into the master bedroom. So this was the very tippy top of the building that we saw from outside. Huge bedroom. A really cool design. So we got the big huge couch here. I've got a fainting couch, and then on this side we've got kind of like a dressing area. Obviously no need for mirrors. Yeah, just putting up big huge windows around. There's the rafters up there. There's curtains on every window just to make sure that no light comes in here during the day. And then her bed is down here on the bottom. So this is a custom built bed. I needed it to be big enough, so full king size here. And then added in a lot of custom panels there. Pretty big shelf there. Bunch of books. And then on this side even more. Knickknacks and whatnot. And then upstairs here, so above the bed, with this very dangerous staircase, is her infamous bathtub. It's been thoroughly cleaned, because she likes it clean, and she's even got her little rubber ducky there, just in case she needs them. And then a sink here, overlooking the area. You gotta do your skincare. Absolutely essential to do your skincare. Yeah, so, this isn't everything, because, if you've ever seen any of my builds, you know me, I'm pretty crazy. So this is actually a hidden door. So the other side is not a hidden door, this side is. You open it up, and she's got an escape hatch. So let's pop on down, and there's a trampoline down at the bottom, which leads us to this area. If I can find the lights. Oh, lights are already on. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, very cool. I got it all timed out perfectly too. Alright, so this leads us into a big scary room here. Let me find a main light switch. Here we go. Okay, so this is the vaults under the house. So rather than making it a murder vault, I decided this would be her fashion vault. So inside of these drawers would be all of her jewelry and high value, priceless items. We've got some cool purses there, and then each of these little side vaults have different things. So like here's her heeled boots vault. And then on this side here, we've got our high heel vault. And then here in the center, we've got even more display cases. If I can turn the light on. There we go. Even more display cases with more purses and wallets and such. Those are the super expensive ones. They're under lock and key. And then in this vault, there we go. We would have a lot of clothes and such hung up inside the wardrobes there. And then the vault we just entered from, there's more purses. This one would have been another jewelry vault. Got some jewelry boxes and some hats and such, hat boxes. And then that was the door to the secret escape hatch. So there's another way of accessing this. It's a little bit more, a little bit easier. And that is through this hallway, if I can hit the light. So down this hallway, so this is the actual entrance to the vault. And up the stairs, we have a door, which takes us right back out to the little hallway outside of the Grand Hall. Yeah, the Great Hall. Yeah. Tried to make it as winding as possible and confusing as I could. It's typical modern Gothic homes. And I think I succeeded in that. Now let's go take a look at the back side of this house. So this is the front side. So I am going to change the time to something a little bit later at night. Oh, too late. Let's try 9 p.m. Alright, let's run out back and see if that's the right time. It is not. 8 p.m. Yeah, that'll work. Alright. As you can see, the tower kind of works its way around. And we have this kind of design here. It's almost like I said, the flying buttresses, but on the back side. And each one extends out to the full edge of the property. And it casts this like really cool shadow. And then as we get here into a skinnier side of the building, you can see even we've got some claws kind of hanging out from the top there, giving this really cool effect the whole way down. And then there's the little side entrance for the servants, and then our dumpster here. I'm going to fly out so I can go out beyond the property and show you what this looks like. But very, very cool effect there with the pink and the black. and even just the little bit of work that I put up on top of the roofing to give it that extra Gothic element, and even put a little one up there at the very tippy top of the roof. By the way, this is the max height you can go, or else I would have gone taller. Very, very cool place. Yeah. A lot of architectural elements. This was, like I said, very much outside of my norm that I like to do, but I had a blast doing it, and I think it turned out stupendous. So with that, I thank you for joining me. This home is and has been up on mod.io for a while now. Please, by all means, go ahead and take a look at it if you want. You know, hopefully you'll learn a thing or two. And yeah, hope to see you all next time. Thanks. Bye.